Finding your true purpose in life, doing what you feel like you were born to do, is a very big deal. A former Alabama quarterback struggled with that for a while, but now he feels like he's doing work that truly matters. Some would say he's been called to do what he's doing. In tonight's Spirit of Alabama report, WVUA 23's Mike Royer takes us to St. Clair County and Big Oak Ranch, where families are put together one child at a time.
You of a certain age remember when John Croyle was an all-SEC tight end playing for Coach Paul Bryant back in the mid-'70s. And was it just yesterday that John's son Brodie led the Crimson Tide at quarterback? Both were excellent players. Both had dreams of NFL careers. And of course, that's not the only passion they shared. The Big Oak Ranch was all Brodie Croyle ever knew.
I literally went straight from the hospital to the ranch. I mean, it's the only life that I ever knew. And, I make the joke that, it wasn't until I went to college that I realized that maybe not everybody grew up with this same life, with this many brothers and this many sisters as I did.
The Big Oak Ranch is a Christian home for children needing a chance, where children who haven't caught many breaks in life have a chance to catch a very big one here. It's a place where boys and girls get a chance at love and caring and family. John Croyle started the ranch after his playing days ended. Brodie reached his dream of making an NFL team, but he told me something was missing.
But I sat my wife down and I just said, baby, I feel like God's calling us back to the ranch. And she just started crying. And I was going, man, this isn't quite like I thought it was going to go.
What Brodie didn't know was that his mom and dad and his wife and others hoped this day would come.
She said, me and your family have spent countless hours in prayer and countless hours in conversation for the past 5 years. We knew it had to be on God's time. We knew it had to be on yours. She said, tell me when and I'll have us packed.
That was 9 years ago. Hundreds of children have experienced the joy of being loved and cared for here. And today we gathered here for the dedication of Twin Oaks, the newest community at the Big Oak Ranch. 3 beautiful homes paid for by donors and already home to boys and girls who have never been cared for like they will be cared for here, with love and complete safety. So many children need this place.
There's 3.5 million children that are out there right now that don't know where their next meal is going to come from, maybe are sleeping on the streets, or experiencing abuse of some shape, form, or fashion.
A day like today is the continuation of what John Croyle began years ago.
I'm most passionate about our children and for them to have an opportunity to see a different way of life. And it's because I got to see a mom and a dad live that out every day in front of me. And so for my parents and my family and my wife and the people that I work for, eternally grateful.
Plans are for Twin Oaks to eventually have 10 homes. Brodie Croyle knows, like his father did, that the Big Oak Ranch can only serve children through the gifts and generosity of others who care.
If you have prayed for Big Oak Ranch, if you have prayed for our children, if you have volunteered at some point in time, if you've supported big or small along the way, if you were someone that jumped in 30 years ago and hadn't heard anything about it since, every person that has come along the way made this day possible.
Brodie Croyle doesn't spend any time these days wondering what he ought to be doing with his life. He's doing it and won't stop as long as there are hurting children anywhere. That's the Spirit of Alabama. Mike Royer, WVUA 23 News.
What a wonderful story. If you have a story you'd like to see featured, you can email us at spiritofalabama@wvua23.com.